Hello, how are you? I have a little bit of a Disney haul here to share with you today. Over the last 2 weeks, I think most of these have come in. A bunch of pins and a couple Loungefly, and before I put them on the wall or on my pin board, I'm kind of setting them aside so that I could unbox and share everything with you. Then we have some D23 Expo pins, some from Shop Disney, some from Box Lunch, and then some Loungeflies. Let's go ahead and start with the pins. Let's get right in and start with the D23 pins. So the first ones that I got, there is a plethora of these on eBay right now. So if you were looking for those, the resale value on these is about $60. Whoever purchased them at the Expo, I believe they were only $22. But they are the Disney Thomas Kincaid, and we have Snow White, and we also have Peter Pan. I had to have these. I love when they put artwork on a pin. And from the 2019 D23 Expo, there was a Beauty and the Beast and Cinderella one, and I'll show you a picture. I have those too. Now the ones from 2019, those were only limited edition of 300. These here were limited edition of 900. So there's 3 times as many of these here. And it does seem hard to find or get your hands on now, either the Beauty and the Beast or the Cinderella one. But being that I had those two, like I really wanted these as well. Love the artwork on a pin. Next ones I got, these are also from the D23 Expo. This was an impulse buy on eBay. It's interesting as these Expo pins are first released. Nobody really knows what the value of the pins are. So you'll see people like listing things for like crazy prices, but sometimes you just want to wait and see like what's really going to be the price of those. So they had these the bird pins, right? Now before I show you these, I will say one thing about pins. Like unless it's a set that you've already like been collecting and you know the size of it, for some reason when I get pins and I open them, my reaction is either like, oh, that's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, or like, oh, that's smaller than I thought it was going to be. These bird pins are so much bigger than I thought they were going to be. And I don't think that I have any of the Walt Disney Imagineering pins. So I got these two. I got Becky. Look how big those are. And the Shovel Bird from Alice in Wonderland. Now, when I'm talking about prices, on one of the, Facebook pin groups, as soon as these were released, somebody had like a posting, and they had, I don't know what, like Shovel Bird was like listed for like a couple $100. Well, then I go on eBay and somebody has them listed for like $45. So I picked these up for $45 each. That seems to be a really great deal. The price tag on them was $24.95. But I have seen them going for a little bit more, $60, $75. The Orange Bird one, I've seen going for like $200. And again, I don't know what causes certain ones to be worth more than others. I just watched Finding Dory the other day. Oh, that is so, so pretty. And I love the size of it. Let's see. Walt Disney Imagineering exclusive limited edition of 300. That's so, so pretty. And you don't see very many things with Becky on it. So I like that. Now, then Shovel Bird. My sister is a huge Alice in Wonderland fan. And again, this is just one of those characters that you don't really see much of. And I even had to ask my sister, she's like, oh yeah, that thing's only in the movie for like 10 seconds. Is that true? But here is Shovel Bird. I love that. Also limited edition of 300. And again, like I said, like these are, I think, my first Walt Disney Imagineering pins. So I'm really happy to have these, and I think I got a pretty good deal on them. Now, there is a Facebook group, Pinning with Pal, P-A-O. It's like Pinning with Pal and Friends or something like that. And Pal was actually at the Expo She was actually the one that got me the Thomas Kincaid pins. And I did pay, like, you know, over retail for those and for her time to get me those. But then towards the end of the expo, when like there were still some pins available and things, she was actually getting pins for people in her Facebook group at cost. And it was amazing. Like, wow, thank you so much. So this was one of the pins that I was able to get from her at cost. So it costs $40 and I paid her like $40, you know, plus tax, shipping, or whatever. And there was a whole set of these with the music notes on them. Again, also the artwork and the music notes. Any pins that have like a piano or music on them, I love that. So by the time I reached out to her, Baloo was the only one she had of the music notes. And I was like, I'll take them. So it says, the bare necessities. Very cool. And I mean, in the future, I might keep an eye out for other ones from that set, but I love the music notes and it's so, so pretty. So I'd gotten that pin. And then also from POW, this was another pin there that had the castles on it. A lot of people were trying to get that one. And if you go on eBay, again, like this is marked up significantly because it was from the Expo. Price tag on that, $21.99, and POW got it for me and so many others from that group, like at cost. So very cool. I love castles. Excited to have that pin. So those are my D23 pins. This next one, I got 2 pins from Box Lunch. I was on their site and I saw these and I was like, oh. I take them out of the plastic. So I had first seen this design when Pink a la Mode had come out with Daniel Nicole bags. It's a little off camera here. It's next to Cogsworth. There we go. Right. I always do that. I point there and then you can't. Right there. It's so disorienting. So I don't know if that was like a Daniel Nicole design that they got permission to use like on the bags, and then someone else got permission to put them on pins, but they had that same artwork on a pin there. So it's Aurora at the bottom and Maleficent's face is like kind of carved out of the trees. Oh, I love that idea. And then this other one here, Little Mermaid, and you can see Ursula there. It's kind of carved in like the seaweed. Again, artwork with like the frame around it. Seeing a theme here. I can't say no to those. And then I have some pins from Shop Disney. For whatever reason, they came in like 2 separate, different days, different bags. Same address. Okay. So, my problem with Shop Disney, of all like retailers, like Shop Disney has to know that people buying pins or like their pin collectors typically care about the condition of their backer cards. So when you send it in a bag like this with 0 protection, the backer card does not stay nice and pretty. Anyway, so this one here, I do collect, and I only have a couple of like the sketchbook ornaments. And they came out with these, the sketchbook pins. So remember how I was saying before how sometimes you get a pin, you're like, oh, that's bigger or that's smaller than I thought. This is smaller than I thought it was going to be. And the detail, I'm like, eh. And this was like a $17 pin. I mean, which isn't horrible. But I do love the Rescuers. So this is from the Sketchbook Pin Collection. And I do like the glitter on the clouds. It's really pretty. But when it comes to detail on Bernard and Bianca's face, I kind of missed the mark, I think. It's maybe because it's so tiny. Then here, I'll take the pin off so that you can see the backer card. Got a big old crease going right through there. I mean, again, not the end of the world, but, you know, for those of us that collect pins, we like to keep the backer card nice. So this is a limited release So I'm happy to add that to my Rescuers pin collection. But I don't know that I'm going to be like over the moon to get any more of the sketchbook pins. They're so tiny. I mean, not tiny. I mean, it's a regular size pin. But unless they go on sale. So then the rest of my Shop Disney order came in this. Now this is actually a little padded. I mean, a little bit more than like that thin sheet of plastic. So I placed this order on the day that the One Family pins dropped. I'm not too familiar with that event, but they did have some pins that they put on the Shop Disney site. And the one that I wanted to get, they have this Robin Hood one. If you follow my channel, you know I like to collect Robin Hood as well. And it's like Robin Hood and Little John in like this photo booth. And I think that's super cute. Limited edition of 1500, if you can see that there. Real pretty. It's got that around the edges, when Pink Color Mode started coming out with their like exclusive pins, and had like that really pretty background. I called them the swirlies, but Curtis from Pink Color Mode said it's called pearlized. That's the correct term. But it's got the swirlies in white around the edges there. And I didn't notice that like on the website, but when I got the card and saw it in person, like that was the first thing that stood out to me. I was like, oh, it's got the swirlies. I like that. It's a nice detail. Okay, and then there was another One Family pin. And I got it. It's got a music note on it. So again, I think there was a whole set of these. This might have been the only one to drop on Shop Disney, but it's Kuzco there. It says My Funny Friend and Me, which I'm assuming was a song from the movie, although I can't hear it. Limited edition of 300. And this is a pin on pin there. It's a cute pin. Again, I really like the music note, but I do like the Emperor's New Groove as well. Okay, and then since I was already on the Shop Disney site, I was kind of peeking around, seeing if there's any other pins that were on sale. I'm not sure if this one was on sale or not, but this is like the supporting cast pin of the Robin Hood characters. And I think that's a decent sized pin. I love the colors and the characters on there, and I love like Sir Hiss is like in his little balloon there. So I like that one. And then this one was like only $10. Now this, I mean, they got the facial features right. Look at how cute and their expressions, and that blue sparkly background. Oh, I love this pin. For a $10 pin, that is a great pin. One more pin to share with you. Oh, I got a little bit of a gripe for this one. Loungefly, you did me dirty. A couple weeks ago, somebody posted that more of the squirt Loungeflies from Nemo the Turtle had dropped on the Loungefly website, and sure enough it did. And that was one of the bags that I really regretted not getting. Like, I was on the computer when it dropped, I was sitting there, I saw it when it was still not sold out yet, and I was like, and I passed on it. And then of course it sold out, and then you have what's the opposite of buyer's remorse? Not buyer's remorse. I missed out on it. So when it dropped again, I was so excited. So the price tag on it was $90. Loungefly offers free shipping if you spend over $100. So I also ordered a $17 pin. Get the shipping notification a couple days later, says your order is on its way, both the pin and the bag. And then I start to see, again, in one of the Facebook groups, people are like, did anyone else order the Squirt Loungefly, you know, and actually get it? They were receiving their order and was missing the bag. I'm like, oh no. But I checked, and my confirmation email said, like, here's your tracking number and these are the items in the order. And then when I went to check my mail that day and this was the only thing out there, I'm like, oh no. Now, I'm so baffled by this. Because as far as I know, there was a ton of people that ordered it but didn't get it. And Loungefly did not reach out to them, or did not, I should just give it my own experience. Loungefly did not reach out to me, as far as I know, nobody else either, to say, hey, sorry, we don't have this actually, or we oversold it, or whatever the mistake was. But there was zero communication. It was just like, here's your order. And then it was up to me to reach out to them and say, hey, I'm missing an item. And then for them to respond, be like, oh, we're so sorry. You know, it's sold out. We don't have any more to replace it with. We'll refund your money. And I picture, you know, the people that fulfill the orders, whether it be at Loungefly or anywhere else. I mean, you pick up the order. So my order would have said, like, you know, 1 pin, 1 Loungefly bag. There's no way that they like, okay, good to go. Here you go. Like, there's no way that that was missed for a ton of people. Like, they had to have known that they weren't sending it. I don't know. Like, I'm so baffled at how they handled that or didn't handle it. To this day, I don't know what the issue was. And maybe they didn't reach out because I would have canceled the order. Like, I didn't really want the pin. I just ordered the pin to get the free shipping. But now I have a pin. And now I'm always going to associate this pin with the pin that did not come with my Squirt Loungefly. But this is the Loungefly pin from Cinderella. I haven't opened this yet. This is a limited edition of 600. Gonna go ahead and open it. I mean, I do like this scene from Cinderella when the mice are trying to get the key. I had to open the door. I see a hinge. I would think that does the door open? Oh yeah, there it goes. It was stuck. I'm like, oh, it's on a magnet. That's why. So there's the pin, and you pull it open, and there is the inside of the pin there. I mean, nice size pin. All right, those are the pins. On to the Loungeflies. Let's see, what order do I want to do these? Oh, you know what? There's another item here. I might as well show you. This box lunch. When I ordered those pins, this was on sale. And it came in a separate packaging. I think this was only like $6. And it's this Peter Pan mug. It says, think of the happiest things. Same thing on this side. I don't understand why they have to put that sticker in there, because it doesn't come off like very easily. Like, I started to tear it and I'm like, oh, there's gonna be like sticker residue in there. Oh, like, what a pain. Like, I don't mind it as much like on the bottom, but okay. Okay, so these first 2 Loungeflies, these are both still available on shopdisney.com. They are under the D23 Expo section. So maybe, I'm guessing they were released at the Expo and then on Shop Disney. I love this one. So I had actually posted a picture of this in one of the groups to show people what it looked like, you know, in real life. And a lot of the comments were like, they didn't realize it was so big. I love the size of it. There is a strap. I'll get it out from inside, but it's got Disney Parks, Loungefly. I was a little concerned, like, is this going to keep its shape? It's got like a little kind of like denty spot there. Maybe I can push that out from the inside. But there's the bottom. And the top, I wasn't expecting the top to have like this really cool effect on it. And it's got this bag charm. There is the strap here. This interior lining is so fun. So it goes all the way down to the bottom there with this really annoying unnecessary tag, which I'll probably cut. Where's that denty part? I mean, I don't know that it's gonna stay out. So there is that bag. And people weren't too sure about like it being functional. I can tell you, I will absolutely use this bag. I mean, if it even remotely goes with an outfit, heck, even if it doesn't, I mean, what's this gonna go with? So we have the crossbody straps here, and There you go. Love this one. When I'm not using it, I did actually look at the measurements before I ordered it to see if it would fit like in one of those white boxes on the shelf, and it will. So that's probably where it will live when it's not in use. Now, when I ordered that one, this other one came out at the same time. And I'm kind of, I mean, I have buyer's remorse about this one. Love the teacups. And I was thinking, like, what an iconic bag, because it's the teacups and everyone loves the teacups. So I was in that same mood, same vibe, and I saw this bag and it was King Arthur's carousel. I'm like, who doesn't love the carousel? So there is the plaque. I love the colors with like that light blue and the gold. And you have this fun handle on top there. Here is the bag charm. So we open it up. There is the inside lining. Now, the thing I hated most about this, the center of gravity on it or something is like way off, because when you go to wear it as a crossbody, like that's what it does. It's like all like roly-poly. It needs like sandbags or something on the bottom. So like I had put it on and I was so annoyed with it. I'm like, this is so dumb. I don't know, like I don't see myself ever using this, because I just felt myself like fidgeting with it and trying to keep it like this. So then I almost wished, I actually came back to the bag and I was thinking like, oh, maybe you can unhook these, and if I put it like on the top, then, you know, the weight and pull it from here. But these don't come off, these are attached. And I'm like, even if they would come off, that'd be great. And you could just carry it like this, like a little handbag. But these don't come off. I'm like, why wouldn't you design it like the other crossbody where you can take the thing off? So I'm very disappointed in, I don't know if I want to say the design. I'm disappointed in the center of gravity on this bag, and where they put the straps. This is an $80 bag. Now on the Shop Disney website, there was a Hercules bag, $30. It wasn't a Loungefly, but I'm pretty sure like it had like the same style, but it had them attached at the top so that it wouldn't do this. Oh, at least it'll fit on my shelf over there and look nice there. Now this last one, I have not opened it yet because I wanted to wait for you. This release snuck up on us, and this is the Cheshire Cat. And what I mean by it snuck up on us is I don't remember seeing any like official, hey, this bag coming to Books A Million on this date. It was people started posting like, hey, look at what I found at my Books A Million store. And then it was only within like a day or two of that it did drop online, and it sold out that same day. So, I mean, my first glance, the colors are spot on, vibrant, and so pretty. Let's go ahead and open this up. Okay. So they got these little feet in these protective bags there. And the foam behind his head, there we go. So just gotta pull that out and around. Let me take these. Okay, so here, where's his feet? I don't know, what do we think? I love the color of this. I mean, it's just so bright. Oh, and then the back, there's his tail. We do have side pockets. There is that front pocket there behind his face. His feet kind of get in the way when you're You gotta move his feet out of the way to unzip it. Okay, so the inside lining are the arrows with all like the directions and things on it. It says wrong way, down, up, yonder, this way. So I was really excited to get this one. I think it's really unique. I like the color a lot. I think it's a really cool design. So I was excited to be able to get that one. Let me know what you think. What was your favorite? What was your least favorite? And then go ahead and get the bags on the shelf. Cheshire Cat up on the wall. Got some space there for him, and the pins on my pin board. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you soon. All right, bye.